Hi, everyone. This is Will. Thank you very much for stopping by. I'm glad to be back. Just been working through some issues. One of the things that I wanted to come back and start talking about is that with velocity banking, I've improved my financial situation to now the banks are charging me a cash deposit fee every month because I'm going over their limits. So to recap, when I started in January of 2024 using velocity banking, I had negative $2,500 to start with. So I started velocity banking in the negative. By March, I was looking at a $390 positive with velocity banking. Through there, I improved my credit, and by April 2024, I was able to secure a line of credit LOC at $50,500. In addition to that, I was using Navy Federal Credit Union to pull down $1,860 in cash advance, holding it for 24 days, then paying it back before it reported to the credit bureau. Then before the end of the month, I borrowed another 1860 in cash advance from my credit card. Now the thing about that is the cash advance was at 18%. So at 18%, those cash advance were lower than the regular APR on all of my regular credit cards. So the second part of it in the same month, I borrowed another 1860. So altogether, I pulled off about $3,720 a month from my Navy Federal credit card cash advance, and then I put it into the line of credit over the last few months to help me bring it down. The lowest that I've ever had on a credit card, I mean, on the HELOC for last year was about $42,000 in general. And also through the velocity banking method, I was able to pay down about $20,000 to $25,000 in debt. So each month I've been depositing cash of 3,720 into my commercial banks. And I've also been depositing my W-2 income of about $3,500. So this is cash advance from Navy Federal, and then my W-2 income. So approximately $7,320 a month. And also I have business operating income. So altogether, a little bit close to $10,000 to $12,000 a month. And now that I'm on the positive side, again, I'm being charged $23 a month in moving from a negative with velocity banking to moving to a positive with velocity banking. And when I talked to the bank, they were telling me because of the amount of cash deposit that I was making, that I was being charged that additional fee, plus the checking fee just for holding the account. So yeah, I was a bit bummed out in terms of I didn't read all the disclosures. It was there in the fine print. That was a failure on my part. But I'm happy that I've been using velocity banking to go from a $2,500 negative to a $3,900 positive during 2024. That cash flow positive is higher in general now as we move into 2025. So I've really enjoyed the velocity banking. I've really enjoyed sharing my experiences with you. I've really enjoyed being blessed by having a line of credit and now using debt. So I am using debt to reduce debt. Last year, I was able to use debt to reduce debt to the tune of about 20K to 25K. And as I continue to increase the strategies that I use with velocity banking and my understanding of velocity banking, last year I was using the cash advance again at 18%. Now I can use the convenience check. So now the convenience check that I will use is now at 15.9%. So that's about a 3% difference. So now, instead of the 18% cash advance that I used that helped me reduce my debt by 20 to 25,000, I'm now going to use convenience checks from Navy Federal at 15.9% to see what I can save. So if I did this with at 18% and other strategies, I'm hoping to do a lot more. One of the goals that I have is to reduce my debt by one more mortgage. I additionally had three in 2023. Now I'm down to two, and I hope to continue to use velocity banking to pay it down. So to recap, just fundamentally, velocity banking has been served my purposes well. I started 2,500 negative, went to 390 positive, went to eventually securing a line of credit, paying down $20,000 to $25,000, and now the bank is charging me for making too much cash deposits. So I'm gonna try to work through that. So thank you very much for all the kind wishes, and I'm glad to be back, glad to be running the videos. And if you have any questions, or if you'd like to work with me or my team in reducing your debt in general, you can use my cell phone number or my email, and love to work with you or you and your family. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.